I apologize for the chewing. All right, so yesterday I was scrolling through my Instagrams. I saw this story about Cambodia kicking out Africans, specifically from Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya. And I went on ChatGPT because what happens is I might see a video, and the video doesn't really get straight to the point. There's a bunch of opinions. Like, I still don't know why South Africans are kicking out the immigrants. But one thing for sure, I'm standing up on South Africans with straight bias. I'm pretty sure for them to get that extreme, for them to dress up in their tribal clothing and have such a group effort, I'm pretty sure it's for a reason. So I'm not going to say, oh, they just hate black people, they're black. Okay, it has to be an extreme reason. This is the same type of grit you need to decolonize a country, is to stand together and do what you got to do despite of um, um, the people who are being victimized. I don't agree the way they are hitting them. I don't agree with that. If there's a controversy, I do think that they have to peacefully and ask them to leave. Maybe they did, and maybe the people didn't take them seriously, so they started being physical. Who knows? But one day, or maybe today, because of ChatGPT, of course, I'm going to find out exactly why are South Africans kicking out the immigrants. Now, with Cambodia doing the same exact thing, I wonder if there will be think pieces about the same issue. Now, I went on ChatGPT. Shout out ChatGPT. I said, why is Cambodia kicking out Africans? And as you can see, it says they're not just kicking out Africans altogether. Oops, my fault. Can you guys see? Because they're African, what appears to be happening is a recent immigration enforcement campaign targeting foreign nationals who have overstayed their visas or are in the country under special immigration waivers that are ending. Okay, so just like here in America, the easy way to do it is called racism, or in this case, xenophobia. Here in America, what's going on, and this is nothing new. It just the media blames Trump for it, but immigration is not new under Trump. As a matter of fact, under Obama was the most deportations ever in history in America. Okay, what does that mean? People were here illegally with no paper. Now, I am a son of an immigrant, so let me tell you why people who are like children of immigrants or probably certain immigrants themselves don't really fight against people getting deported, because they did it the right way. They have to literally take small paying jobs to do it the right way and wait for their visas, get married, you know. Now, at the same time, I do know a lot of immigrants who are not officially here documented, but they are very hardworking people, and they don't get in any trouble. But as you know, the saying is, it takes a few bad apples to spoil the bunch. Because now it's not just about being there legally, it's about, in this case, cyber scams. Unfortunately, Nigerians around the world have a really bad reputation when it comes to scams. Just like Indians. I'll say it again, India has the most scammers. So even Indians have a stereotype. So we're being real sensitive here as far as us who's being stereotyped, because we just assume it's skin color. Yes, skin color discrimination does exist, but sometimes it's just bad actors who spoil it for the bunch. In this case, what does it say? The cyber scam industry in Cambodia has been under international pressure for years because of large scam compounds that employ or traffic foreign workers from many countries. So someone has told them, look, these people are probably being trafficked and they're being blamed. So they are the face of the scam. So the real people behind it are using these people to be the face of it while they get away. That's a big factor to consider. Oh shit! Authorities have deported tens of thousands of foreign nationals as part of a broader crackdown on these operations. Reports specifically note that some African nationals were recruited into associated with these networks. So there are some hardworking, in this case, Africans in these countries who's doing it the right way. They just want to make money, you know. But again, if you see people exploiting people who don't have agency in a different country, I think the government is doing the right thing by sending them back. But also, if they can't have the manpower to figure out have they been trafficked, are they being enforced? Because sometimes you do one thing, but there's a deeper hole that you're not uncovering. You understand? These people are forced to do what they're doing. Okay. Now, it's important to distinguish between. Sorry, guys, I'm stuttering today. All Africans in Cambodia, many are students, business people, tourists, and workers who are there legally. They're good apples. People whose immigration status has expired or who are affected by the waiver program ended. Okay? Now, they will just say basically black people, so racism, right? Cambodia orders Africans to leave. This is misleading. They're ordering people who are not legally there to leave and that happen to be African. Okay? So, you know what? This title, I even titled it. Did I title it right? It don't matter. It's all for clickbait. Understand, this is the thing, y'all. Instead of saying, hey, Cambodia, you know, they're cracking down on legal immigration, they're just trying to frame it as Cambodia's racist. Right? Now, I'm at the same thing with ChatGPT. Why are South Africans kicking out excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on 1 second. I gotta see something real quick. If I go to my channel, did I drop it live or did I drop? Live? All right. Many South Africans who support anti-immigrant movements say they are concerned about jobs, crime, housing, public service, and illegal immigration. South Africa has one of the highest unemployment rates in the world, and some citizens believe immigrants are competing for scarce jobs and resources. However, many researchers, human rights organizations, and migrant advocates argue that immigrants are often being scapegoated for deeper problems such as unemployment, poverty, corruption, inequality, and poor government services. They point out that evidence does not support the claim that immigrants are the primary cause of these issues. A major force behind the recent protests is the anti-immigration movement known as Operation Dudula, along with newer groups that call for stricter immigration enforcement and deportations of undocumented migrants. Supporters say they are targeting illegal immigration, workers accuse them of promoting xenophobia and vigilante actions against foreigners. It's also important to understand that not all South Africans support these movements, okay? Very important, but on your timeline, all you will see are the people actually causing harm. Millions of South Africans work, live, and do business peacefully alongside immigrants. The South African government has repeatedly condemned violence against foreign nationals. Okay, so the situation is complicated because it combines real concerns about unemployment and public services with a long history of xenophobia directly made at other African from countries such as Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe needs South Africans' help, okay? Zimbabwe should not be on the list, okay? They literally have no choice. Mozambique, Nigeria, Malawi. And when I say that, I'm not saying fuck them up, leave them alone. I'm saying, like, Zimbabwe has a real reason why they're in their neighboring country with South Africa, because their country doesn't have money. Okay? So, this is a matter of scarcity. I'm not on the floor. I can only judge from afar from my comfortable chair in my air-conditioned room. I don't know how it is to be foot on the ground to see how it is in real life. So I'm not going to discredit the South Africans, even though I don't agree of hitting other people, other grown people. Okay? These are grown people you're doing now. Understand, people are stubborn and they say, what you going to do? You ain't going to do nothing. They got to put belts to ass. But I'm pretty sure there's a way to coexist without the violence. In Cambodia, if you see videos of people getting their ass whooped, then I'll be like, okay, cool. Now show that same energy to Cambodia. But as of right now, Cambodia has a clear reason, and it's not the sensationalized reason why people want them to think. As a matter of fact, let's look at like a few videos. Something short and sweet. That's all like my woman.
Any Ghana for more South African ade. African phone call. First starting almost say eja omo hospitals.
Okay, I'm not sure what accent that was, but here we are.
This small world is becoming an interesting place to live. Just today, I'm hearing the news that a Southern Asian country, Cambodia, is asking certain African countries to leave their country by 31st of May 2026. So after 31st, which is 1st June, you are found there. You are an illegal immigrant living there. What is happening? What is happening in this little world that we are living in? Everybody wants to take charge of something. Hey, just today, they are giving the news. I think today is 26th, right? So they are giving you 3 days to pack up and leave their country.
Wow.
Cambodia. Man, and into bracket they mention certain countries: Ghanaians, Kenyans, Nigerians, Tanzania.
Call Simpson connecting.
All right.
Ghanaians are gone now, 300 of them. How many 300 of jobs were created after the Ghanaians have left? So it's just a myth, it's a lie, which they are using to further divide us, to perpetuate colonial divisions.
Now, say Temufa Huma Trofo now qua bear for intention, so near my own.
All right.
So yesterday, Cambodia was trending. There's this press release that came out that the government of Cambodia is sacking all Africans who have overstayed, and then they are sacking Ghanaians from Cambodia. People were saying, na Cambodia, so is it a town is it a country that you go to? Cambodia, is it not a Rambone commando? Now the Cambodian government have spoken, and it is fake news. Spoiler alert, it is fake news. I have the full gist for you. To my Ghanaian brothers and sisters who just arrived from South Africa, get yourself some cowbell coffee. This place there every morning is cowbell coffee. You know, with you every moment. Yeah, to my brothers and sisters from South Africa who arrived in Ghana, the 300 people, no, get yourself cowbell coffee. It has that sweet coffee taste and that sweet coffee aroma with you every moment. Cowbell coffee. Now let's get into the gist and why Cambodia is trending.
I'm the headless YouTuber, there's headless reactions. Alatai, Yamko!
Yesterday, 28th May 2026, there was a lot of, back and forth on the internet between South Africa and Ghana, all because 300 Ghanaians were evacuated from South Africa. And while the whole thing was going on, this particular press release started circulating from the Kingdom of Cambodia. No, Cambodia is in Asia. They share border with Thailand, Laos, and then Vietnam.
Well, shout out to Thailand. I'm about to go there probably next year. This is 24 hours away from where I'm at right now. Vietnam, I don't know, but here we go, Thailand, bugging. These are my peoples, all right? I haven't been there yet. These are my peoples. It seems like it's just a different way of living. It's not about materialism. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm off topic.
Thailand, Laos, and then Vietnam. Oh, they sent this press release, and this is what they said in: for all African nationals in the Kingdom of Cambodia, Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, Uganda, and others, the royal government of Cambodia, through the General Department of Immigration, Ministry of Interior, wishes to inform all African nations, including citizens of Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, Uganda, and others, that the waiver granted to you will officially end on the 31st of May 2026. 1. All foreign nationals whose fines have been cleared must leave Cambodia on or before 31st of May 2026. 2. Any foreign national who enters, remains, or is found in Cambodia from 1st of June 2026 will be arrested at the airport or at any location and shall 1. Serve a jail term of 2 years and 2. Pay a penalty of $8,000 before being allowed to leave Cambodia. Now, if somebody has overstayed and let's say the person has entered your country illegally, the person doesn't have anywhere to pass and has come to Cambodia, next to Vietnam, next to Laos, next to you get it. The place where Commando was in the bushes and firing RPG at the and then Rambo came out from the water and was with Cambodia. Cambodia. Ministry of Interior and of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
Alright, so boom. So it's all cap. Alright.
So the very first time I heard about Cambodia was when they said
Skin. Come here, baby.
that our Nana Akufo-Addo stole their design
The lips. Oh.
for the AMVC. We woke up this morning and Cambodians are out
Come here,
with the
baby.
press saying that they are giving Ghanaians up to the 31st of May 2026. Every Ghanaian and other African countries' nationals must leave their country. This is not South Africa, this is Cambodia. But you know, the authenticity of the entire press is what I am doubting with my research. And that is all I like to see, to give you all the KE city. So if you are a Ghanaian that is a bit glued to our traditional stations and you know some FMs and all of that, you one way or the other heard that Cambodians are following the path of South Africans, saying that some African countries, including Ghana, I mean Ghana is the first on the list, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, you know, all the other African countries, that we should leave their country by the 31st of May 2026, which is about 3 days ahead, right? And you know, the entire thing was backed with the press, and the press boldly writes that Kingdom of Cambodia nation related.
All right, you already know what's going on. Anyway, fake news, fake news, fake news. Even if it was not fake news, even if it weren't fake news, sorry, bad English. Understand that people have rules, okay? Immigration is not just an American thing, it's not just a Trump thing. Everywhere in the entire world, each country has their own rules. Do they choose to enforce it? Well, let's look at the charts. You know what? Why the hell not? I got data plan. Countries. Sorry, with the most. Excuse me. Country with the most. With the strongest immigration policies. I know America does not have the strongest at all, not even a little bit. Japan, Saudi Arabia, United Emirates, Singapore, China, Australia, Hungary, Poland. Yeah. So as you can see that, again, this is not in America. These are the top 5, potentially top 8, but it's not the only countries. It's just the top ones. The people have the most strictest rules on how to become a citizen, including the United States. It's easy to get in to become a citizen in a whole different territory. Before you just marry somebody, and now it's a little harder. You can marry somebody, but you better back it up. I'm not sure how much harder it is, but back then you could just say, I met someone, come with a fake story, and they get married, and that's it. And prove to the immigration people that you guys are really a couple, and that's it. Right? Now, because they understand the game and people doing it for profit, you know, they changed it. But to become a citizen is very hard down in the United States. But even if you were not a citizen, you could still come here. Air, water, land. Anyway, y'all. All right, fake news. I gotta make a flyer saying it's fake news, so I have to clarify that.